All right, so I'm gonna be dead ass, and I'm sure everyone's tired of fucking hearing about Dead by Daylight. Man, just in general, everyone's sick of seeing videos about how bad this update is, all the bugs. So I'm gonna be showing you guys some footage of me playing in 2016. I want to discuss this current update and why I'm disappointed but not surprised, because personally I've stuck with this game on and off, I'll say, since release, and it's been my nephew who got me back into it this recent time, which has really helped me push a lot more hours into this game, getting me over, like, I think I'm over 3.6 thousand now total. And I thought about it today, and I have prestiged every year. I've earned a prestige achievement at least once every year this game has been out because of my ways of getting banned. So 2016 all the way to now, I've prestiged since, well, I got banned again, so I'm always getting banned, man. I'm not playing DVD if I'm not getting banned, but yeah, no, but this time I've been grinding the fuck out of it, and I've grinded the most, I want to say, just before this update, and I'm struggling, but I'm still grinding through it. A survivor. I play some killer here and there, but this has been the most painful update to play survivor on. Like, there have been a lot of bad updates before, don't get me wrong, the devs don't make perfect updates, but this has by far been the worst to play survivor on. This is just about as bad as the dedicated server test that they did. It has that sort of dog shit, whereas like you're getting hit by everything and you're not enjoying it, coupled with UI that's annoying, and also character locomotion or movement changes with these new animations that nobody wanted, and everyone still prefers the old one. So it's annoying on top of like game fucking unplayable. It's just, it doesn't feel right. The game doesn't feel right to play. It feels heavy, it feels slow, and then you're just getting hit by everything, and it just makes you boil over in like anger, and you hate everything. That's currently, like, I mean, I feel the same, but I've recently like turned a new leaf, as in how much I tilt at DBD, because I used to get really fucking tilted for no reason, and now I've just I just kind of accept everything that's happening, but I can't accept the changes to the game, but I can accept what happens in game, And I've tried to treat this update the best I can. I've tried to give it the most chances, but the devs, very, very disappointing how ignorant they are. They don't want to change anything. They don't want to disable hit validation, which is causing these dog shit hits. They're just like, oh, hey, we're going to update that in like 2 patches. So that's cool. And they talked about how they're going to make the current locomotion system more similar to the older one, but I would much rather them just say, hey, this was a bad idea, nobody likes it, let's just revert it, and then be done with it. So I don't know why they don't do that. The new UI, they got shit for it the first time, so they released a work in progress, got shit for it that time, and then when they released the patch notes today, they said, hey, we're gonna use that. So glad you guys gave us feedback. Keep sending it in, because we don't give a fuck, basically. I mean, the game is being review bombed on Steam, but I don't think they care. Like, ever since like February 2018, they've been saying go play another game, like Civ 5, bro. Maybe you're just tired of DBD. Like, no, we're not tired of DBD. We love this fucking game, and we just don't like how you're treating it. Should they care though? Really? Like, should they care? Fucking no. You bought the game. You own the game. You bought their cosmetics. They've only made profit off it. So they should not give a fuck whether you play their game or not, because they do not get money if you play the game. I've invested 3.6 thousand hours in the game. They have not gotten a single penny other than when I have to rebuy it. That's the only money they've gotten from me. They have not gotten any value out of my time, which is crazy to me, because I've gotten so much value out of the time I spent. I was so happy, and I'm just so sad now with how the game is going. I don't know if it's just ignorance on the dev team. Like, I get the dev team is bigger now, but like even when it was smaller, like, obviously they didn't always make good decisions. Like, if you've seen the game on launch, holy shit, like, God, it was so unbalanced, but they worked through it. But maybe they've just gotten to the point in the size, with the size of the dev team, where they just feel that they can make whatever change they want. Or maybe it's like the quote unquote like young blood, or like new, members that are making these changes and pushing it through. Like, and I would personally wish that they would just actually take what the community says at heart. Like, I get the community has done nothing but constantly dog on them for everything. Like every new update, it's just like, oh, this will break the game. Oh my god, Devs fixes. The poor guy who runs a Twitter account, who probably isn't even on the development team, probably gets the absolute worst of it. Like with every new killer that's released, it's just like, oh my god, I hate this. Remove from the game. They're bad. This perk's overpowered. Like I understand that the devs are numb to what we say now because it's just constant bitching from the community. There just has to be enough, to a point. There just has to be enough bitching to where you will understand that before you make something that could lead to more bitching, you should say, hey guys, we have an idea. Here's the idea. Here's a little proof of concept. What do you guys think? And if you're met with constant bitching or like, hey, we don't like this, or a response that could potentially lead to bitching, it's best not to do it. For example, if they would have just said, hey, this is the new UI we want to do real quick before we showcase it, or before we send out a PTB for it. Like, hey, like maybe this is a couple weeks before, like this upcoming PTB, we have a new UI. We would like you guys to have a quick preview of it and tell us what you should think, or tell us what you think so we know what we should do to adjust it just before, and then we can get a final test in and then, adjust it some more before releasing it. Community is like, hey, we don't like this. It's kind of weird and all over the place, and then it doesn't seem like it'll be good in gameplay. Could you maybe adjust it so it's a little bit more, maybe not exactly the same, but a little bit more similar, and then PTB is just like, this plays okay, but I think if we made some more adjustments, it'll be okay, and then everyone's happy. Devs don't waste their time on something that they have to fix anyway, and community doesn't have to bitch on Twitter. Like, my Twitter feed doesn't have to be filled with so many DVD bugs. I mean, it's fun. I enjoy it. I love watching other people's DVD content, especially on Twitter. So I don't know. I'm just here vibing, but it is painful. It is so fucking painful to just watch this game be driven into the ground by decisions made about things we never asked for, and then the ignorance to ignore like the fact that we don't want it. When someone's being overly nice to you and they just keep doing things, and it's nice, like, yes, we appreciate that you're thinking about us, and you want to do things for us to make us happy, but like, just stop. If you keep doing that, you will lose that person as a friend. And if the devs keep making decisions that they may think we like and we don't like, then they're gonna lose us as a community. Probably not to the extent that would warrant them actually doing something about it, but they're gonna lose a lot of their players. I want to say that at least for a lot of the OG players and even developers, like original developers of the game, and people who have even left the staff, like, I feel that veterans of the game help keep the original vision. New players of the game help fine-tune that vision. And once you get down to it, it's a game where you have really fun killer survivor interactions, you have dumb movement, you have different ways to show your skills, you have a different personality. Nonetheless, I don't know if I can keep talking about this game anymore. I hope the devs can understand what we want from them and what we want out of this game. Please, for the love of God, just listen to us. And in the future, discuss things before they even think about putting manpower behind it. Like, hey, do you guys think we need more different survivor movement, locomotion? Do you think we need a new HUD? This, that, and the other. Do you think this map needs a rework? Do you think it needs a visual overhaul? Or do you think it looks fine? Like, actually discuss with the community. Do polls. They had the player satisfaction survey and they completely ignored it, I guess. But I have no words for them. But please, for the love of God, listen to your community.